Hello friends, welcome to St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands. We are currently in Cane Bay on the North Shore, and we are about to embark upon a tropical underwater adventure. We'll be taking a scuba tour of the beautiful coral reefs that are directly below us, and we'll see lots and lots of colorful ocean creatures that inhabit these reefs. I hope you enjoy this video. We are now descending. There's one of our group now. Coral reefs are sometimes called the rainforests of the ocean because of their vast biodiversity. Coral reefs only compose less than 1% of the ocean, but about 1/3 of all marine fish species live part of their lives on coral reefs and depend on coral reefs for food and shelter. This coral we are seeing took hundreds, maybe thousands of years to grow. I love these coral valleys. It's like exploring an alien landscape. A coral is actually an animal called a polyp that resembles a teensy tiny sea anemone. Each polyp secretes a hard calcium carbonate, or otherwise known as limestone, exoskeleton around themselves like a little cup that they live in, which serves as a uniform base or substrate for the coral colony. This exoskeleton also provides protection, as the polyps can contract into the structure if predators approach. It is these hard skeletal structures that build up coral reefs over time. The calcium carbonate is secreted at the base of the polyps, so the living coral colony occurs at the surface of the skeletal structure, completely covering it. Calcium carbonate is continuously deposited by the living colony, adding to the size of the reef over time. Growth of these structures vary greatly, from 0.3 to 10 centimeters per year, depending on the species of coral and environmental conditions. Here's some gorgeous fan coral. Ooh, a giant barrel sponge. This is one of my favorite creatures of the reef. The giant barrel sponge is one of the largest species of sponges found in the Caribbean. It's called the redwood of the reef because of its lifespan of up to 2,300 years, and for its size, which can reach as big as 6 feet in diameter. It's a very important member of the reef community, serving as a habitat for various forms of ocean life forms. The fish swimming around in this sponge are black bar soldierfish. The yellow guy is called a French grunt. Here is Craig, our dive master, and his new friend, a very playful, long-finned damselfish. Seahorses are an indicator of how clean their ocean environment is. They are more sensitive than other fish species to polluted water, increased ocean temperature due to global warming, or an excess of carbon dioxide. Seahorses are like the proverbial canary in the coal mine when it comes to tangible indicators of a clean ocean environment. Coral polyps actually don't have any color themselves. All of this color we are seeing actually comes from an algae called zooxanthella. This plant-like algae live inside the cells of the coral polyps and perform photosynthesis from sunlight, which produces food that is shared with the coral. In exchange, the coral provides the algae with protection and access to light. It's a mutual, symbiotic relationship. They need each other to survive. When a coral reef is stressed from pollution, disease, salinity changes in the water, not enough sunlight, or the ocean gets too warm or gets too acidic from excessive carbon dioxide, the algae within the coral dies, and all that bright color fades, exposing the white limestone skeletons underneath, making it look like it's been bleached, and then the coral dies. Oh look, our dive master has found a sea cucumber. Sea cucumbers feed on algae, tiny animals like plankton, and oceanic waste material, which they digest and break down into even smaller particles that feed bacteria, and thus recycle them back into the ocean ecosystem. So basically, their job is similar to what earthworms do in a terrestrial ecosystem. Sea cucumbers are considered delicacies in some cultures. I've never tried them myself, so I have no idea one way or the other regarding their appeal. Whenever I'm diving in tropical water, I feel like I'm inside a giant aquarium. I sometimes get the notion in my head to get a saltwater aquarium, but I've been told they take an experienced person to maintain them and keep all the fish alive. And since I've never owned an aquarium at all before, I know I'd be heartbroken if all my beautiful tropical fish died because I didn't know what I was doing. Here we have another seahorse. This water is very warm, by the way. It's like lukewarm bathtub water, about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. But some people still wear wetsuits or skin suits in this water because there's some coral and other creatures that can cause severe allergic reaction if they brush against your bare skin. One time I accidentally brushed my arm against some fire coral and I broke out in huge hives all over my body that lasted for a full month. It itched like mad. Incidentally, if you touch fire coral or jellyfish or sea urchins or other stinging sea creatures, the best remedy is to pour vinegar on the affected area as soon as you get out of the water and then take an antihistamine. The dive shop keeps huge jugs of it behind the counter. Vinegar, not antihistamine. This is a purple face sponge. Scuba diving in the tropics has spoiled me. I can't dive anywhere else colder. And here we have a purple tube sponge. Sea sponges are a very simple type of animal. They take in water through their pores and filter out the plankton which they eat, and then the filtered water comes out from the middle part of the tube. Remember, if you like this video, please mash that like button, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I call this part of the reef the Valley of Anchors. These are the anchors of large wooden ships that once sailed these waters during the 19th century and earlier. The 6 things most corals need to survive and grow are sunlight, salt water, warm water. Reef building corals need water temperatures of 68 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 to 28 degrees Celsius. Clean, clear water. Dirty water can block sunlight, and sediments can also choke corals so they can't feed. Shallow water, less than 150 feet or 46 meters deep. Sunlight is absorbed the deeper you go under the water. And finally, a hard surface upon which they can attach to build their reefs. This is a very special kind of seahorse, not native to these waters. A yellow tube sponge. This little guy is a honeycomb cowfish. He's adorable. Look at all those little spots and those huge eyes. Here's a boat anchor that has become home to its own little coral reef community. What has Craig found? It's a pufferfish. They look adorable when they're not all puffed out and spiny. Another seahorse. If you watch carefully, this one will catch a little fish and eat it in one gulp. Wait for it. Wait for it. There. And that's a marvelous vase sponge. And here we have another giant barrel sponge, a sea fan, Coral reefs are beneficial to people because they protect shorelines from erosion and damage by waves and storms. They provide the sand that make the beaches in tropical areas. They are an important source of food, including fishes, mollusks, and crustaceans. They attract tourists who visit the reefs. They remove and recycle carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide in excessive amounts can contribute to global warming. They are sources for many commercial products. Coral skeletons can be used as artificial human bone replacements. They are sources for many anti-cancer drugs, some painkillers, and other medicines. They are living laboratories for marine biologists and other scientists to study. They benefit marine life by providing a safe place for fish to spawn. They provide habitat for a large variety of organisms and food to support a diverse ecosystem. And they are a good sign of water quality. Healthy reefs equal healthy water. Things that can hurt or kill coral are natural disasters, which can include volcanoes, hurricanes, cyclones, abnormal weather, heavy rains, drop or rise in sea level, drop or rise in water temperature, drop or rise in water salinity, or drop or rise in nutrient levels, predator population explosions, and coral diseases. Some human causes of coral reef harm are coastal dredging and development, coral mining for use in construction, warm water outflow from power plants, untreated sewage and fertilizer runoff, nutrients increase algae growth that can smother corals. Deforestation. Topsoil washes down rivers onto corals and smothers them. Careless fishing techniques using nets, lines, and fish traps, which can damage corals. Other destructive fishing methods that use dynamite, bleach, or cyanide. Collecting corals for use in aquariums, jewelry, and decoration. Don't do this. Ocean pollution, which include garbage, oil spills, poisons, pesticides, radioactive wastes, and other pollutants. Nuclear testing. Boats that drop anchors on corals or run into corals. People that walk on corals. And scuba divers and snorkelers that bump into, sit on, stand on, or grab corals. So we'll be very careful. Here we have a colony of staghorn coral and a whole bunch of little fry or baby fish swimming around. An elkhorn coral. This one is one of the most important reef building corals in the Caribbean. It's home to many species of fish. The elkhorn coral can grow to 5 to 10 centimeters per year, making it one of the fastest growing corals when it is not threatened with environmental pollution. Look here at the surface of this pillar coral. Isn't that fascinating how their little tentacles undulate like that in the current? And here are some parrotfish. They're called that because of the way their teeth are shaped. They have teeth like parrot beaks. And cut. Thanks for watching this video.